there, welcome to Cajun Cooking TV. It's Saturday night at the Stokes house and we are getting hungry up in here. It is time to eat. So we're making some shrimp and grits tonight. I never made it, as always. It's a true experiment, but I think we got it. So I got 1 cup of Cajun Trinity in here and 3 tablespoons of butter. So I'm gonna saute that while I talk to you. So basically, shrimp and grits is very popular here in South Louisiana, and it's on the menu at a lot of restaurants. I've tried it at several different ones. I've liked some, not the others. So everybody kind of does it a little different, and it really just depends on the gravy that you put your shrimp in. When I was reading about, where did shrimp and grits come from, it really kind of sounds like it's a South Carolina dish. So, nonetheless, it's a southern dish, shrimp and grits. So, I've got this sauteing. I'll just show you. I bought some corn grits, stone ground corn grits. This is Bob's Red Mill, so this is probably readily available. If not in your supermarket, Amazon has everything. Alrighty. And to that, I've just got very simple things here. I've got 3 cups of chicken stock. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of Tony Chachere's sea salt and regular salt, just to give us some flavor. Got 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce and 2 tablespoons of flour. So, since my vegetables are softened up, I'm gonna go ahead and, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make my roux pot. I'm gonna pour this in, 1/2 of it, get it stirred up, because we're gonna make a little roux for our gravy. So I got this stirred up, and I have my 3 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to slowly pour this in just a little at a time. Just a cup at a time, and then let it thicken up, and then do it again. That's going to be good gravy. Okay, stir this up. I've got my 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire, and my seasonings. I've got sea salt, Tony Chachere's, or if you can't get Tony Chachere's, any sort of Creole seasoning that has cayenne pepper. It's basically cayenne pepper, garlic pepper, onion powder. So we're gonna flavor up this water. It's gonna get thick, and then I'm gonna put in the yummy shrimp and make some grits. I just love grits.
Are you a fan of Cajun Cooking TV? Check out our cookbook available called Cajun Cooking Made Easy. Enjoy our full recipes, instructions, links on how-to videos, and much more. Please follow us on Facebook by searching Cajun Cooking TV. Thanks for joining us.
Sauce back there. Let me go check on it. Alright, I moved that over there, and I'm grating cheese, and I'm about to start making the grits. Alright, so we're making grits. Pretty simple. Instructions on the back. Nothing, not rocket science. This actually calls for 8 to 10 servings with this one, and there's only 3 of us, so I'm just going to adjust for that for, more like 4 to 6 people. So I've got 2 cups of 1/2 and 1/2, or you can use regular milk, and then I had 1 cup left over of our chicken stock, so I got that sitting there, and 3 tablespoons of butter is melted in the pot. So I got my milk, I'm going to put it in here in my saucepan with the butter is melted. You can use water, or I had chicken stock, so I'm going to use chicken stock. And we're going to bring this to a boil and put in our 1 cup of grits. So 3 cups of liquid, 1 cup of grits. Gotta stir it every now and again. Keep it from being lumpy. So I have my grits back here. They're just simmering. I actually turned the fire off and put the lid on, so they're thickening up quite well. And while I was doing all that other stuff, my sauce has thickened up. If you'd like to come take a look in here, Mike. And I tasted it. It's a flavorful little roux here. Alright. So I've got 1 pound of large shrimp that were the 26 to 30 count. I peeled, deveined them, rinsed them, tried to pat them off, and they're just going in here 2-3 minutes to soak up this flavor in this sauce. And then we're gonna plate up, and it is 8 minutes. It is 8 minutes to supper time. I'm doing good today. All right. So my grits are done, my shrimp are done. I've got it all here on the island. Stir this up. And I've got 1 cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. And melt that in. And then we will start eating, folks.
We got them.
Ooh, look at that. That is some stone grits. Piping hot. Alright. Put some grit right there. We'll serve up some shrimp. There we go. Oh, wee. Now that's what I call good eating. That's good. Sprinkle a little of this on there, and voila. Shrimp and grits. Let me get it some shrimp, and some gravy, and some grits. That's the trifecta right there. Mmm. As soon as it hit my mouth. Never cooked this before in my life.
Totally unrehearsed.
Completely unrehearsed.
Completely untried.
And I've tried it a couple places. This is good. You're gonna like it,
Therefore-
Mike. You're gonna like it. How is it, Mike?
I'm astounded. I'm astonished. I would have never ordered this in my entire life, ever. But it is wonderful.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Awesome.
Cajun Cooking TV featuring the Stokes family. Find out what's cooking on every Saturday night, right from Beryl's own kitchen along with her granddaughter Addison. To keep up with the show and other antics, please like us on Facebook by searching Cajun Cooking TV. Thanks for watching Cajun Cooking TV.
Hi, and welcome to this segment of Cajun Cooking TV, and we're making our very own chicken salad, which is enjoyed by all of our co-workers at my job, and Mike just loves it, and I want to share it with you. So, let's get started, and it's just a few simple ingredients, nothing fancy. I've got 4 boiled eggs. I've got about 3/4 of a cup of celery chopped, and I'm actually going to chop it finer. We bought 2 roasted chicken breasts at the grocery. But if you have leftover barbecue chicken, really chicken salad is almost like gumbo. You're just trying to use up some leftover chicken. So basically I scalped the top off of these, and I'm going to use the chicken tender part underneath for our chicken salad. And this is flavorful when you get them from the grocery, or if you have barbecue, we used to do them with other grilled chicken. And other simple ingredients: mayonnaise, mustard, sweet pickles. You can use dill pickles. Little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. So first thing I got to do is get this chicken off of the bones, and then we're going to pulverize it in my little Cuisinart here. Ready, Freddie?
Chicken salad, take 2.
Okay, so I've got my chicken off the bone here, and so now I want to put it in the food processor. Some people just rough chop. I was going to show you this little gadget. If you have one of these kind of herb choppers, lettuce choppers, some people just do a rough chop where they cut their chicken like this in cubes. That's certainly a great method, but the way Mike likes it is almost like a dip, like a chicken salad dip. I love this little thing. It's very sharp, but it really does a good job cutting up this chicken. So, but I want it in here. I'm just going to put all this in here. And I like to get the already roasted chicken, because they just do a good job of roasting it. It doesn't have to mess up the kitchen. And it's got a lot of good flavor. Alright, so that fills up that. And the next step, we're just going to... You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I pulsed that, and it just took about a minute. And we'll take it out and put it in this mixing bowl. Set that aside. Get that out of there. Next thing is the eggs and the celery. So first we put the celery. Get that chopped up. Oops. Not too much. You don't want it turned into water. Put that in there. Get your scraper. Get it all out. Gives it a little crunch. You could do a rough chop as well with celery. I've done both. So now we have our eggs. I'm just going to cut these in half. Mickey's watching, making sure I don't drop anything. Let's see. Alright, got our eggs. Maybe I need to eat one. Now I got a rough chop on my eggs, and I'm going to put these into the food processor. Again, if you don't have a food processor, because I haven't always had one, because every time I get one, I end up selling it at a garage sale. And then I don't have one, but now I have one. You can just chop everything up real fine. That's just 5 pulses. Quick. So basically 3 ingredients as far as this part is. And then 3 for the seasoning. Alright, moving on to the next part. Now we gotta mix it all together. Alright, I just got a little dash of salt and pepper, not too much, because the chicken was already seasoned. So I don't want to make it too salty. I've got a 1/2 cup of mayo here. Just push that in there. And then I'm going to put some mustard. I don't measure. So if you like mustard, put about a 1/4 cup. So that's what I'm going to do. And then my pickles. put like 2 big dollops. I would call that a big dollop. This is so simple. And I love to eat it with crackers or celery sticks. And I'm just gonna mix this up. It's gonna be so good. And depending on how you like it, if you want it a little bit wetter, a little bit more mayonnaise, a little bit mustard, you do it. So now it's time for a taste test. That is some good eating now. I'm gonna have to have some. We're gonna get some crackers and get to eating up in here. Welcome to Cajun Cooking TV. I'm Beryl Stokes and we're going to be baking a bread pudding today. I have got some very special cinnamon rolls in here. They're gigantic from a local bakery. And so I'm going to cut these up. And bread pudding is typically something you make from, you know, stale French bread or day-old bread. Well, these are day-old cinnamon rolls, and it's amazing they're still sitting here in this house. But they are. So we need to do something with them. Come look at these beautiful things. So Mike really loves these cinnamon rolls from Ambrosia. So typically my mom will come on a Friday afternoon, and so yesterday I said, if your truck just happens to pass by Ambrosia, we need 4 cinnamon rolls with raisins. So I was very specific with my order. And so here they are. Thanks, Mama. So I'm going to cut these up into little chunks for bread pudding. And bread pudding is basically using your, day-old bread, probably what they do at a restaurant, and making a little egg custard to go with it. And then we'll make a little rum sauce later. I got some dark Myers rum. No kids in the house today, so we can live it up. I might have to taste one. So these cinnamon rolls, of course, have the icing on them, and they already have cinnamon in them, so really a good part of my ingredients are already in these cinnamon rolls, unlike just using plain bread. Okay. Make sure these are cut up good. I'll try it another time on just in my experiment and use some the cinnamon rolls, Pillsbury Grand cinnamon rolls. And I'm sure that will be fine. But if you have a local bakery, this will be ultra fine. There's even a restaurant here in Baton Rouge called Walk-Ons, and it has bread pudding made out of stale Krispy Kreme donuts. It's like heaven in your mouth. Get all that in there. Give me a little scraper. There we go. Ooh, that's gonna make a lot, Mike. That's gonna be good. We got dessert tonight. And, okay, so I got all this cut up. I'm just gonna set that to the side, because over here, I need to make our egg custard. So I got my trusty measuring cup. I'm gonna use 1 cup of milk and 1 cup half and half. Go. There's 1. Half and half. Oh, this is heavy whipping cream. So 1 cup of heavy whipping cream or half and half. I happen to have this already open. we'll just use it up. There, perfect. Alright, so I got my milk. I'm gonna pour it in here. I'm gonna turn on this fire onto just medium heat. Don't want to burn my milk.
Again.
Shush. Let me pour a little bit more. There we go. Alright. So for this one and this size, I've got 4 eggs. 4 eggs. I'm gonna break 3 of them whole, and then I'm gonna just use the yolk on one of them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I have this little thing that's separating the yolk. Just gotta shake it up. Shake out the white. Pretty slimy. That kind of stuff comes out my nose. Yolk in there. Got some sugar here, and I got a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Let me get rid of some of this. Alrighty. So into my milk, I've got my half a cup of sugar. I'll stir that around in the half teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna let this be heating up. And in the meantime, I'll whisk up my eggs. All right. There we go. There's our egg custard. Hi, folks. And so now, I've got these yummy cinnamon rolls I've been snacking on. I'm gonna pour this in here. Ooh, that's gonna be good. It's all sweet and cinnamon and raisins. All ready to go. Okay, stir this up real good. And I got an 8x8 pan here. We're gonna put some butter or Pam in there while this soaks. This looks good, Mama. It's covering it up. Good. I didn't eat all the cinnamon roll. Not yet. Okay, so we're gonna let this soak a minute, cool down, and then I'm gonna put it in this pan. I've got the oven preheated at 350, and once we do put it in the oven, I'm gonna put it in there for 1 hour, and then I'll test it, and we'll go from there. Bubbling, getting thicker. We're about ready to pour it on our bread pudding. Couple more minutes, I think this will be, we'll call it done.
Put some pecans in it.
I don't have any. I used them all on my crust. You ready, folks? This looks like praline dark and smooth and shiny.
That one's
Here we go. That looks good. Let me get my fork. I gotta taste test it. All my dishes are in the other room, in the dishwasher. I surprise myself sometimes. So I want to thank you for joining me on Cajun Cooking TV tonight. I made cinnamon roll bread pudding with a rum sauce, a warm rum sauce. Very good, very good. And you can check out our recipes at CajunCookingTV.com and please join us also on Facebook at Cajun Cooking TV. We share recipes and photos of what's going on at the Stokes house, and you don't want to miss it. So see you next time. Bye. I need a stool. I can't hardly see in here. Okay. I've got my heavy bottom pan here. Didn't want to burn her more. Cut. A little.
Dumbwaiter, come clean this up.
I told you what a dumbwaiter is. Not a person.
Oh.
It's a thing.
Oh. Thought it was a dumb waiter who did all your chores for you.
It's not the dumb end. Other items regarding how we It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I'm a fool.